Words cannot express what the loss of Akira Toriyama means to this world. Entire countries have gone into mourning on a federal scale. The greatest artists and animators of every generation have lost a man who impacted them so passionately that they feel as though they've lost a part of themselves. I know I do. And countless others. As for what he meant to me, well, I can remember the first time I ever saw any Dragon Ball content. I was only 7. I had only recently been introduced to Pokemon and Digimon as they finally came to the US, and loved them both. I still didn't have a concept of them being dubbed over or coming from another country. I was so isolated, I didn't even grasp the concept of other countries fully yet, let alone ones that spoke languages I'd never heard in my short life. But I went to visit my grandparents on my dad's side, and my youngest uncle, Ben, may he rest in peace, was watching the end of the Frieza saga. Goku had just arrived as Vegeta was on his last legs. I saw the first on-screen death I'd ever witnessed. I saw Goku beating the hell out of an alien tyrant, and eventually rising to new heights that rocked the entire anime community to its core. I first saw Dragon Ball Z when I was 7, and I never looked back. I played every game I could get my hands on, collected the VHS tapes, saw all of the original Dragon Ball and all of Z and GT. Somehow, at one point, ended up befriending a schoolyard bully when exchanging secrets we found on how to unlock secret characters in Budokai 3. I knew how to unlock Oob, and he knew how to unlock Omega Shenron. It wouldn't be until Naruto, years later, that I had a grasp on anime coming from Japan, and wanting to hear the original dub, and eventually getting hooked on it. From there, I went all over the place. Full Metal Alchemist, everything Ghibli, the original dub of every Digimon series, Psycho Pass, Cowboy Bebop, Gurren Lagann, the list goes on for ages in every conceivable direction. And it all started from Dragon Ball. But Dragon Ball slowly faded into the background after GT. And as the Tenkaichi games dragged on as the only representation for years, it was a fond memory, but becoming a distant one. Until that faithful day that Akira Toriyama returned with a new movie. Battle of Gods reinvigorated the whole fandom, and that spark of passion grew into a raging fire that just hasn't stopped since. Resurrection F, Dragon Ball Super, Xenoverse, Kakarot, Fighters, Ultra Instinct, Broly, and now Sparking Zero is on the way. The love we all shared for his work was rekindled, and it brought a massive community back together in a way it had never known before. Entire stadiums gathered to watch new episodes, movies packed theaters. But now he's gone. A man who means more to the animation and manga community than we could ever thank him for. A man whose writing and characters taught me many morals and lessons I'll never forget. It's never too late to turn a new leaf. Goals mean nothing if you don't have to work for them. Landlords are the ultimate evil. But most importantly, nothing is ever truly over until you give up and forget. And even if you too may die, so long as someone remembers and cares, they will carry the torch. I hope you too learn these lessons from him, or someone who carries them on from him. I'm sure there will always be someone to carry his legacy. Kishimoto may have retired, and Kubo, but Oda and Horikoshi are still at it, as are countless others. I'm not stopping, and I hope you don't either. Thank you, Akira Toriyama, for inspiring countless people, changing the world of animation and writing for the better, and motivating entire generations of artists of all kinds. May you rest in the next world among the Kai, spending eternity mastering your craft, and watching the world you changed continue to grow the seeds you planted. Rest well, Toriyama-sensei.